breaking news from Real America's Voice.
At a live shot of the airstrip where Trump is about to depart to Egypt. Gentlemen, your thoughts?
Well, President Trump left Jerusalem, left the Knesset at 8:35 a.m. our time. He should be arriving there in Tel Aviv at about 9:15 or so. It takes an hour typically to get to from Jerusalem to Tel Aviv. I've done that trip many times. Of course, I'm just a regular guy. He's the president of the United States, so an hour means more like 40 minutes. So he should be there about 9:15 or so. And of course, we're going to have continuing coverage with the picture-in-picture, as you can see there. I was actually, I'm sorry, not to name drop. It sounds like name dropping. I'm not trying to name drop. But I was texting with Jared Kushner over the weekend. And one of the things he told me here, he said, quote, a lot of work still to be done is what he said. And then he put a couple of hearts, a couple of prayer emojis, and then two fingers crossed. And I think that pretty much sums up, where we're at this stage. But T, we should make clear here that the ceasefire is done. I mean, we need to be able to, we talk about phase one and the hostages, but the ceasefire is done. It's holding. It should hold for now. But the point is that you can't take that away from Trump. Here's my point. No matter what happens in the future, he got the ceasefire, he got the hostages out, and that is the bottom line. I understand there's a lot more to sift through, and you and I are very skeptical about what this is going to mean going forward. But it's just important that we can't take this moment away from what President Trump did here being historic as it relates to the ceasefire and the hostages. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'll agree with you on that. That's a very good point, and you're right. He did achieve something. I am skeptical about whether it really will hold or how long it will hold. I think that's a fair question, and I think many probably in Israel would tell you that they are skeptical. I'm also skeptical, to be honest with you, David, about this upcoming summit in Egypt. President Trump, as we were reporting, and you see there at the bottom of your screen, is going to be boarding Air Force One and heading to Egypt. First of all, he's running late, so I hope that everyone is still there, that they waited for him because he's pretty late. But beyond that, really the bigger issue is there are going to be so many voices at the table. You've got a bunch of European leaders who are joining the Arab leaders, and there are all these voices at the table who are going to want some input. And I hope that there aren't so many voices at the table that it waters down the conversation and that less is accomplished than ultimately would be accomplished if it was just President Trump at the table with the other Arab leaders. I am concerned that there are so many voices at the table, specifically those other European leaders. Allison.
Absolutely. And what I found very interesting during the president's speech when he was saying, Israel, this is your victory. This is your victory. And I was thinking at the time, what is Hamas thinking of this speech? What are they thinking of those words? Very tenuous time, very tenuous day. Well, thank you, gentlemen. We'll be back with more coverage of today's historic event. President Trump's triumphant trip to Israel continues on American Sunrise. It begins in just 2 minutes. Stay with us.